Hello students. Today we'll be starting with our subject computer graphics and visualization, which is having the subject code 18CS62. Okay, it is one of the subject for 6th semester for the academic year 2021. Okay, so first we will just discuss the syllabus and the textbook. Okay, so we have here the module 1. Module 1 is overview, computer graphics and OpenGL. Okay, so for this subject we have two textbooks, textbook 1 and textbook 2. So module 1 which is there, it is available in textbook 1, and that too which all chapters is there in that textbook 1 for the module 1 is being given in the syllabus. Okay, next we have is module 2, fill area primitives, 2D geometric transformations and 2D viewing. This second module is also in textbook 1. Okay, then we have module 3, clipping, 3D geometric transformations, color and illumination models, which is in textbook 1. Okay, then we have the fourth module, that is 3D viewing and visible surface detection, which is available in textbook 1, and module 5, input and interaction, curves and computer animation, is available in textbook 1 and in textbook 2. Okay, so a part of module 5 is available in textbook 2. Okay, so the textbooks for the subject is, the first textbook we have here is Donald Hearn and Pauline Baker, computer graphics with OpenGL version 3rd or 4th edition. Okay, Pearson Education 3rd or 4th edition, and we shall go for the 4th edition. Okay, the updated edition we shall go. And the second textbook we have here is Edward Angel, interactive computer graphics, a top-down approach with OpenGL, which is of 5th edition. Okay, so you have some reference books here. Okay, there are 4 reference books, but I feel so the 2 textbooks are sufficient for this particular subject. Okay, so before we start with our module 1, we will see what is computer graphics. Okay, before starting with module 1, we will see what is meant by computer graphics. Okay, so computer graphics are graphics created using computers. Okay, and more generally the representation and manipulation of image data by a computer with help from specialized software and hardware. Okay, so as the name suggests, it is a graphics that is been created using a computer. Okay, using a computer, and how a particular image is represented. Okay, how a particular image is represented as well as manipulated. Manipulated means you are able to edit those image. Okay, and representing and manipulating that image with the help of some specialized software and hardware. Okay, is known as what? Is known as computer graphics. Okay, computer graphics, graphics created by the computer, where you can represent and manipulate a particular image in your computer with the help of what? With the help of specialized software and some hardware. Okay, computer graphics is also used in diverse fields. Okay, so which all fields it is available, that means it is made use of. Okay, diverse fields such as science, art, engineering, business, industry, medicine, government, entertainment, advertising, education, training, etc. Okay, so in many fields they make use of what is known as computer graphics. Okay, and the graphics that is been created using this computer can be transmitted around the world using the internet. Okay, so the last point says that we can transmit graphical image around the world using what? Using the internet. Okay, next definition we have here is, computer graphics is an art of drawing pictures. It is an art of drawing pictures, lines, charts, etc. using computers with the help of some programming. Okay, so you can draw anything on a computer with the help of some programming. Okay, and computer graphics image is made up of a number of pixels. Okay, so your image, what is there, your graphics image which is displayed on the computer is made up of n number of minute particles known as a pixel. Okay, so you can say that they are just small dots. Okay, small dots which are there. Using those all dots together make that particular image. Okay, so that in technically those dots we call it as pixels. Okay, pixel is the smallest addressable graphical unit represented on the computer screen. Okay, it is the very smallest graphical unit represented on the computer screen. Okay, so we came to know what is meant by computer graphics. They are nothing but graphics created in a computer. You can draw n number of things on a computer by using some software and some programming, and a particular image is made up of what? It is made up of pixels. Okay, yes. The first topic under module 1 we have is application of graphics. Okay, so where all these graphics are used, okay, in which all fields they are used. Okay, so first thing we have listed here where all it is used, where all graphics is being applied, and we have here graphs and charts, computer aided design, that is CAD, virtual reality environment, education and training, computer art, entertainment, image processing, graphical user interfaces. Okay, so these are the list of the applications of graphics. So you have to explain each of them in brief. Okay, not in detail, just in brief. Okay, so next we will see the first one. Okay, what we have here is the first one, that is graphs and charts. Okay, so simple graphs we know, pie chart, bar chart, okay, line chart, those are known as two-dimensional images. Okay, they are known as what? Two-dimensional images. Other images which we have, charts or something, they are all three-dimensional images. Okay, so here the first and the second and the fourth diagram which is there, they are all three-dimensional images. Okay, so what they have here to say is data plotting with dramatic effect, commonly used to summarize financial, statistical, mathematical, scientific, engineering and economic data for research reports or manageable summaries, consumer information bulletins. Okay, so when you have some data related to finance or statistics or mathematics or scientific, so those complicated data which are there, you would like to show them in the form of graphs and charts, which is very understandable by the people. Okay, so using a particular pie chart or using a particular chart or a graph, you can summarize very important data. Okay, so these three-dimensional charts or graphs which is there, usually they are used for to give a special effect, or you can say to look dramatic. Okay, they make use of what? They make use of three-dimensional images. Okay, so the first application of computer graphics is in graphs and charts, which can be used to display complicated data. Okay, next we have is the computer aided design. Okay, so these computer aided design, that is CAD. So using this CAD we can design n number of products. Okay, so computer aided design, it can be used in the design of building, automobiles, aircrafts, watercrafts, spacecrafts, computers, textiles, home appliances and a multitude of other products. Okay, before that device come on to whatever the real device what you create, prior to that it has to be designed. Okay, so that designing you can do with the help of the computer aided design. Okay, so here the example is the gear shaft design, then the Los Angeles airport. Those all things cannot be built immediately. Those designs have to be first planned. Okay, here we have CMOS circuit design. So this designing of everything, that is the automobiles, aircraft, spacecraft, those all can be designed by making use of computer aided design. So graphics are used in the field of computer aided design, that is CAD. Okay, and the third we have is the virtual reality environment. Okay, so the virtual reality environment, what it does is it is used for, that is, such animations are often used to train heavy equipment operators, analyze the effectiveness of various cabin configuration and control placements. Users can interact with the objects in a 3D scene. Okay, so virtual reality environment means it is not a real environment, it is a virtual environment. Okay, which will help us to see the working of a particular device, or you want to take a particular object from a three-dimensional scene. Okay, actually you're not holding that object, but you feel like that particular object is coming to you, or you're holding it. Virtually they create an environment like that. Okay, so what we can say here is, with this a user can interact with the objects in a three-dimensional scene. Okay, where a particular user will feel like he is actually picking up some objects from a particular scene. Okay, so these all are virtually reality environments which will help us to analyze some very important operations of a particular device or a spacecraft or a aircraft. Okay, but virtually, not really. Okay, the next we have is the education and training. Okay, computer generated models of physical, financial, political, social, economic and other systems are often used as educational aids. Okay, so this computer generated models of physical system, financial system, political system, whatever is there, it will all help us in all the educational aids. For example, color coded diagram in a operation of a nuclear reactor. Okay, so if you want to know the working of a nuclear reactor, you can create a color coded diagram. Okay, so we'll come to know how a nuclear reactor works. Okay, then we have the aircraft, naval, spacecraft simulators. Okay, simulators means here you have a particular flight simulation. Okay, so flight simulation, what it does is you have to enter in a particular device. Okay, there will be all the operations related to flying a flight. Okay, so before you actually fly a real flight, you can just practice on a flight simulation. Okay, there is also a driving simulation. Driving simulation will help us to go see which all ways you can go or what all rules you have to follow without actually doing it. Okay, you have to just go through that simulation. Okay, virtually you all are driving there. Then you have here this is also an example of a flight simulation here after the human body which is there. Next to that, here there is a particular device. Okay, you have to enter it into that and it will give you the same operations as that of flying a real flight. Okay, so they are all known as simulations where you don't do it actually, but you feel like you are into a flight. Okay, or you are actually drawing. Okay, and here we have a diagram of a human body. Okay, computer generated human body, which will help us to understand the various parts of a human body. So computer generated models of anything, they will help us in education and training. Okay, so you can give training to somebody to fly a flight or to drive a car. Okay, that all can be done using simulation. Okay, next we have is computer art. Okay, computer art. Graphics are used in fine art, commercial art applications and mathematical art. Okay, the artist uses a combination of 3D modeling packages, texture mapping, drawing programs and CAD software to create such art. Okay, so the art which you can see here, it is computer generated art, not which is done by a pencil. Okay, mathematical art is produced using mathematical functions and fractional procedures. Pen plotters create automatic art. Okay, so this is nothing but the art that is created by a computer. Okay, so there are different types of art, that is fine art, commercial art, mathematical art, and automatic art. Okay, so these all come under computer art. Next we have is the entertainment. Okay, these are all which will help us to get the animated movies. Okay, graphics are commonly used in making motion pictures, music videos, and television shows. Okay, graphic objects can be combined with live actions, example the Avatar movie. Okay, so these graphics which are there, they'll also help us to create motion pictures, music videos, and television shows. Okay, so it is basically used in the field of entertainment here. Okay, so you have the Avatar scene here, then you have Jurassic Park, then you have Tom and Jerry, then you have Angry Birds, which are all been created by using graphics on a computer. Okay, next we have here is image processing. Okay, so what does graphics helps us? Graphics help us to create, okay, computer graphics will help us to create a particular image. Okay, but if you want to manipulate, or you want to modify, or you want to enhance that particular image, that is known as image processing. Okay, that is, image processing applies the techniques to modify or interpret existing pictures. Now computer graphics help us to create those pictures, and image processing helps us to modify or interpret those existing pictures, such as the photographs, TV scans. Okay, to apply the image processing methods, the image must be digitized first. Okay, the image must be digitized, then only you can enhance that particular image. Okay, so medical applications which is there also make extensive use of image processing techniques. Okay, medical applications, they make use of extensive use of image processing techniques for picture enhancement, simulation of surgical operations. So if you are doing some surgical operations also, that also can be simulated. Okay, it is used to improve the picture quality, analyze or recognize visual patterns. Okay, image processing is usually used for improving the quality, picture quality, analyzing it, or recognizing some patterns. For example, I have a photograph of a blurred photograph of a license plate. Okay, and I'm not able to read the numbers on that license plate. Then we can use the image processing technique to understand whatever is there in that license plate. So image processing is used for interpreting or enhancing or recognizing a particular image. Okay, then next we have here the last we have is the graphical user interface. Okay, any interface, okay, any interface which will help us to pick some options and do some operations on the scene, on that window, that particular interface is known as a graphical user interface. For example, paint. Okay, paint will help us to pick a particular color, pick a brush, pen, pencil. Okay, so n number of options which will be there on a particular window, that window is known as a graphical user interface. Okay, so user is provided, let us read what they have given. User is provided with point and click facility to select menu items, icons and objects on the screen. Okay, it will help the users to click menu items or icons and objects on the screen. User can manage multiple windows simultaneously. Okay, particular graphical interface or a GUI will be such a way that user can manage multiple windows simultaneously. Okay, then we have the word processing spreadsheet, that is the Microsoft Word or whatever you have, spreadsheets, Excel sheet and desktop publishing programs are typical applications that take advantage of such user interface techniques. They're saying that Microsoft Word or Paint or Excel or PowerPoint, which all windows which will help to help the user to do a particular operations. Okay, so using a Microsoft Word, you can type a letter, you can type a document. Okay, PowerPoint, you can create presentations. Okay, Excel sheets, you can do some tally work. Okay, we also have a code blocks. Code blocks, what it does, it will help us to use some options, save the program, run the program, execute the program. That is only because the help of the GUI. Okay, so the graphical user interface also come under the application of graphics. Okay, so this was about the topic application of graphics, where we studied about the different applications and you have to write them in brief.